Hi everyone, something dreadful is taking place here in Malaysia, which is haze. And this is termed transboundary haze. Why? It's because the smoke has been relocating from one country to another country, meaning it has been moving across borders. And the cause of this haze is Indonesia. Why? It's because Indonesia has always been practicing this slash and burn technique when it comes to agricultural practices. Why? It's because it's very cheap. Just burn the crops and then you can just replant the next crops. So that is why Indonesia opts for a cheaper way of actually replanting and so on. So if they don't like the crops, or if the crops are actually weak, burn it. And what makes this scenario worse is the soil itself. So most of their soil is actually peat soil. So what is peat soil? So soil that actually contains more than 20% of organic matter is known as organic soil, whereas soil that contains more than 70% of organic matter filled with materials that don't even decompose because of the minimal oxygen. Thus materials just sediment one layer onto another, forming this very spongy, lifeless layer of soil. This is known as peat soil. So when fire starts in such a land, the fire can actually rapidly spread all the way to the bottom layers of this peat soil. So although you may actually think that you have extinguished the fire at the top, but then at the bottom layers of the soil it is still burning deep underground. So that is why fire is very hard to be extinguished when it involves peat soil. So that is why even the haze, the impact is massive. So why do we have to be very concerned about the current haze that we're actually facing? So for information, we actually have rich amount of PM 2.5 in the air currently in Malaysia, which is about 13.4 times higher than what WHO thinks is normal. What is PM 2.5? So when it comes to particles in the air, combination of the solids and liquids that's actually found in the air, right, which are these tiny particles, they can be coarse particle classified as PM10, or they can be fine particles classified as PM 2.5, meaning anything below 2.5 millimeter in size, they're actually PM 2.5. And now we actually have a huge amount of PM 2.5 in our air, meaning these tiny pollution particles could get into our airway. Alright, we can actually end up having breathing issues, and that is why we're actually recording higher number of people suffering from asthma, breathing difficulties and so on here in Malaysia. So I do not know why the government is actually taking this lightly, but we should really ban this slash and burn practices all around the world. Not only that, it may be companies from different parts of the world that's actually handling this Indonesian land, so we can't directly blame the Indonesian people. However, as an educated person who thinks Mother Nature is more important, you should say no to such practices and no to profits, because nature always comes first over profit. Because at the end of the day, if the nature is